Skechers is taking their speedy Razor 3 and giving it a complete makeover with the Razor 4. This makeover includes the debut of their new midsole material. So how does this shoe perform and stack up to the competition? After a few runs, I'm ready to give you my first impressions. Just a quick disclaimer though that I am a Skechers Go Run ambassador, so they did send me these shoes for free, but they're not paying me to make this review, and I'm free to say whatever I would like about the shoe. Anyways, let's go ahead and get on to the specs. The stack height of this shoe is 30mm in the heel and 26 in the forefoot, which gives us a 4mm heel to toe drop. The weight comes in at 8 ounces for men's size 9. The price is $130, and I put this in the up-tempo trainer category. Let's dive more into the tech about the shoe with the What's New overview. The upper gets upgraded to a hyper mono mesh upper with some light padding around the heel and on the tongue. In addition to the increased stack, the midsole foam gets upgraded from Hyperburst, which is a supercritical EVA, to Hyperburst Pro, which is supercritical TPU pellets. But wait, there's more. In the forefoot, there is now the carbon-infused Pebax H-plate. The outsole has nice coverage and now uses the grippy Goodyear rubber. Talking about the fit of this shoe, I didn't really have any issues with the fit. I thought it fit true to size, and it kind of fits in between a racing flat and an everyday trainer. So if you are somebody that likes a bit roomier toe box, then you might want to go up half a size. But overall, I didn't have any issues with it. Let's talk about how the shoe rides and kind of my overall first impressions of it. So like I mentioned, I've done a few runs in this. A couple of them were just normal everyday runs, but I did one tempo run at half marathon pace, and I did enjoy the shoe. I thought that the Hyper Arc Rocker technology helped with a smooth heel to toe transition, but it wasn't overly aggressive. But what I really noticed was the new midsole foam. So at everyday pace, the Hyperburst Pro foam was cushioned and protective enough and felt pretty good, but when it really came alive was when I was picking up the pace. The top-loaded H-plate paired with that TPU foam gave it a really nice snappy toe off, and then the lightweight upper kept me locked in nice and tight, and then I found that the outsole was also really grippy and did great on wet roads even. Overall, I think that this is a great versatile update, and that this shoe is very snappy feeling when you're picking up the pace. Alright, let's do a couple of quick comparisons. The first shoe I'm going to compare is the Endorphin Speed to the Razor 4. So the Endorphin Speed uses pelleted Pebax foam instead of the pelleted TPU foam that's in the Razor 4. This shoe also has a full-length plate. It is TPU, and this one has that kind of forefoot H-plate. Overall, they're both very versatile up-tempo trainers that can handle any run type that you throw at it. But if you had an issue with the Endorphin Speed being too soft and a little unstable, the firmer Hyperburst Pro in the Razor 4 is going to be more stable, I found, because it is a firmer foam. Overall, you can't go wrong with either of these shoes, and they are both very versatile and snappy. Next up is the Asics Magic Speed 2. So this is Asics up-tempo plated trainer, and it has their Flight Foam Blast Plus in the forefoot and on the top, and in the heel and the bottom uses regular Flight Foam, and in the middle is a carbon-infused TPU plate. Overall, I kind of like the upper better of the shoe just because it kind of leaned more towards the everyday trainer fit to it, while this one's a tiny bit snugger and leans more towards the racing flat fit. However, when I am going at slower paces, this shoe wasn't my favorite. It felt a little bit firm, so I definitely like the Razor 4 better for those paces. But when I'm picking up the pace, doing an interval, something like that, I found that the full-length plate inside of the Magic Speed 2 gave it a really nice and snappy feel and that nice propulsion that I didn't quite get from the Razor 4. Overall, they're both really good options. It just kind of depends what your use cases and your preferences are. Overall, I think that this is a fantastic update to the Razor. It's more energetic, more versatile, and just a good all-around up-tempo trainer. I do have to put more miles on it before I give you my final verdict in the full review. Subscribe so you don't miss that. And as always, keep on running.